What is up, everyone? It is Diecastbuffet here again. Guys, we have the 2024 Atlanta raced version for Kyle Busch in that 3-wide photo finish. This is the individual video on the Kyle Busch Diecast. Let's go ahead and check it out. All right, fellas, welcome to today's Diecast review. Of course, picked this one up from our good friends at Circle B. You can too, fellas. They have both variants of this diecast in stock last time I checked, which is the plastic chassis and the diecast chassis. But you might be curious, what makes this car so unique? And believe it or not, from the naked eye, it doesn't look different. But when you really look at this paint scheme through the diecast review, you'll see all the little differences and why, if you're a big Kyle Busch fan, this could end up being one of the most unique Kyle Busch cars and maybe one of the rarest ones ever to be made in the 1/64 scale because of it being kind of, put behind, so to speak, the diecast set, which inevitably makes it more difficult to find because they make less of them, potentially higher price point for the entry, X, Y, and Z. Got Kyle Busch right there on the front windscreen. You can see how the banner is a little bit lower. That's because of the sun visor attachment. Got Cheddar's Scratch Kitchen there. Go to the front of the diecast. Now, the carbon fiber splitter looks fantastic. That is a staple for the raced versions that we usually see, or raced wins. Well, this one's just a raced version. You have the corners of the splitter that have kind of white tape on there. I guess that's for clearance, so you could see how much the splitter, is tapping the racetrack and grinding down. Sometimes, like on the Hendrick cars, we'll see bright day glow yellow. On the Daniel Suarez in this diecast set, which you could check out my video on that if you'd like, it has green, blue, and white from the paint scheme on the splitter, ironically enough. Got Sunoco, number 8. Got RCR. Sunoco, once again, a very light haze of dirt on the front of the car. Now go to the left side of the diecast. There's actually some damage here. You could see the number 8 having some scratches. And then you have the side panel here. Definitely has some contact. Good old super speedway racing at Atlanta. Now, one of my favorite things about this paint scheme is the background effect. The little croissant whatever logo. It is very subtle, but it almost looks kind of like a wallpaper, like a geometric pattern. Very, very cool. This right here is actually a very unique thing. So you can see the decal looks like it's been marked off because it has race wear grime. But you can still see the first 2 letters of it, which is B and E. That is for BetMGM. What makes that so fascinating is it's nowhere on the right side of the car. So they forgot to remove that, I'm assuming. But then what it makes it even crazier is the Austin Dillon Bass Pro Shops Althenix car for 2024 has BetMGM on there, and Brestree, which I think both of those are not on his normal 164s. Could be mistaken. I'm not sure why, but it is like that. Then right here, it would have Zone, which they removed on the car. Got Lenovo. You have a little bit of a donut mark on the rocker box side skirt. Got your marking tape there. Goodyear Cup Series, number 8, Cheddar's. Kyle Busch signature. Global Industrial, B-Post decal. I do think the paint scheme has a little bit more detail than the clean version. I believe we did a diecast review on that already, so if you'd like to check that out, you can. Cheddar's Scratch Kitchen on the back of the car. Got Camaro. Now, why it has this kind of a foggy back bumper, that's because they put slick tape on the plate tracks. So when they're bump drafting and a car's behind them, it doesn't catch them, grip, and then spit them out. And instead, it just kind of glides across it, kind of like a wet floor. Got the number 8 right there, Kuma ZL1. I love this on the spoiler, by the way. You have this, it's red, but I don't know if on track it's supposed to be fluorescent, but looking at it from in the studio, it's just red. I've noticed they've done that at the plate tracks with some of the Chevrolets. I think like AJ Allmendinger and Colleague Racing, they'll have the rear of the bumper red, and on the other side they don't. RCR inevitably does it as well. I think it's a cool little detail. Go to the right side diecast, you can just see a little bit of a haze of dirt and grime on the right side. Beautiful stuff, man. I love raced version diecasts because the logos and the paint scheme, everything is placed on the template according to the photos, right? So the number placement, the fonts, everything is proportioned and sized exactly to how the car is. So these are the most accurate 164s to get made all year long because every single logo is placed on the car according to the photos. And they study these photos. I'm telling you, the amount of work the artists do on these raced diecast is insane. I mean, from putting every little piece of confetti to every little speck of dirt, I sincerely hope they get paid a bunch because they do unbelievable work. They really do. Phenomenal job to y'all. Cheddars.com right there on the roof. We got Busch. Now you can see the little the rear window cutouts. It kind of chops up the name, but that's to allow airflow through the cabin of the car. Cheddar Scratch Kitchen once again on the deck lid. So if you're a Kyle Busch fan, now that you see all the uniqueness with this paint scheme, if you're a Kyle Busch completionist, you want all of his paint schemes, you got to get it. You know what I'm saying? You got to pick it up in the 3-wide set. I would pick it up now rather than later because the Daniel Suarez, and I'll try to show it real quick, it doesn't have the same things as the Victory Lane version where it doesn't have the little confetti piece on the windshield. It's a unique version, so people are going to buy it for that. The Blaney, it has some racewear as well. That's going to get people to buy it for that. So you're not only going to be competing with Kyle Busch fans, but you're also going to be competing with Ryan Blaney and Daniel Suarez fans. It being a unique set, it's going to be talked about. Like, this diecast set is probably going to be talked about for many, many years. Why? Because it's a 3-wide photo finish. I mean, let's just be honest. We still talk about Craven and Kurt Busch Darlington 2003. We still talk about 2011 Spring Talladega. So this is something that's going to come up every single year moving forward. I'm just saying, get it while you can. Highly recommend it. The box artwork is beautiful as well. I mean, just look at that. That is so cool. Even Austin Cindric got on the box. That's so cool, man. I love that. That is so cool. Fantastic diecast set. Highly, highly recommend it. Thank you all for watching the video. Have a blessed one, everybody. If you want to see my full video on all 3 of the cars in one thing, I have that on the channel. But the reason why I do these individually is because years from now or whenever you're watching this, you might have only wanted to see the Kyle Busch one. You didn't want to see me review the Blaney and the Suarez in the same video. So that's why I like to give you, the consumer, the viewer, options. So we do these separate, and we also do a video that has everything in there. That being cleared up, that is all for now. Have a blessed one. Like, comment, and subscribe. Diecastbuffet signing off.